perfect. I think I put them in like at the end of session and then just completely forgot to tell you that I did
Yeah,
that,
no
which
worries.
means no way in hell you would have noticed. So,
Yeah.
oops.
I forgot I have to open a browser to do this. I was literally in the middle of the bit space. I was leaned back, like doing the CEO thing where they're like speculating, like spinning around in circles in my chair.
Wait, hold on. I get the visual, but the
Huh?
idea of spinning around in my chair
Hmm.
is not perhaps one that I inherently associate with
I had my I had
the
my
power plays
fingers
of a CEO.
I had my fingers steepled. I wasn't spinning all the way around. It was about a
It's
45-degree
just yeah.
spin.
Oh, okay. A little
A
shift,
Just
not
cone.
enough
a.
to be a speculative, maybe a little playful, indicative that maybe he's gonna have a sense of humor in the second act.
Did did you, have a pen in your mouth as if it were a cigar?
Fuck. No. I've got narwhal pens. I could do that. Hang on.
Excellent.
Done.
Yeah,
Send us a
fantastic.
picture of the narwhal pens, and who wants to recap our last session for inspiration?
I can do it if nobody else wants to, because it's actually not extensive. We started out coming out of the other side of a portal into a place that had been trashed, much like the rest of the place that we had been through. There were a number of gargoyles looking things in the hallways, which was odd. Some of them had been destroyed on purpose. Some of them were then further destroyed on purpose. Uh,
A good bit.
yeah. But we did find our way to the compendium and realized that those gargoyles were essentially the communication points to this magical repository of information. We asked a lot of nice. We asked about a lot of stuff. We asked about Yvis, and it confirmed a lot of what she had told us. No, basically confirmed that she was on the construction council, but not much else. Then we asked about Ulrith and how the city got upside down. We asked about various individuals, including Dana Faxon, who is the sibling to Vrake Faxon, which is the potentially the Lich. We asked about Vrake and his history, and he gave us the details on his rise to power from a family that moved to here, not originally from here. Didn't look like most of the Netherese. There was something else about him. But they basically took over. Crafty and the worst kind of intelligent. The one that moved Ulrith to the desert, finding the tomb of Hthak, some sort of royal mummy royalty, which turned out to be a Saruk, one of the long thought extinct founder races of Faerun. We got information on the cult of Tharizdun here, and that with the coming of this mummy lord, a cult popped up around the same time that Hthak appeared. Didn't really gain much traction until the fall, after which they sort of took over, abducting, sacrificing cult shit. The very last entry in the compendium is from an individual named Kasal, who is a trusted lieutenant, Vrake's number 2. He makes a comment about the Shatterkai camp nearby have been satisfied with whatever he offered them, and that was 3 weeks ago. So he is still around, still alive, despite the fall of the Netherese empire. I have in my notes that we looked into that guy. He was a pyromancer, and I have in my notes Vrake romancer. Helped
Okay, I
design.
didn't read that wrong.
No, you did not.
Okay.
He helped design the things that move the city around, not the Mythalar itself, which powers everything. Real brainiac type. Said he gave the Shadow Arkai some land, quote, until their transportation issues are resolved. Whatever the fuck that means. We did find an entry in the compendium from Yvist, something about the sealings being done, and for the other lieutenants who need their keys to come to her. Which sort of echoes what she said. She indicated to us where the key of knowledge was. There was nothing further in the compendium about said keys. Decided to move on because otherwise Torek would spend the rest of his natural life probably going through everything in the compendium, and found a room containing a bunch of sacrificed priests of Mistra, judging by their clothes. Mel animated one, and we discovered that they had basically been rounded up and sacrificed to Tharizdun. They had all had their life force sucked out. Not good times. Not good times. Then we found a house full of, quote, weird things with a magical whammy on the door that compelled you to go to the back, and if you went through a second front door, you couldn't be seen by anyone who went through the first front door. We cleaned that place out and then decided to find a place to hole up and rest. Which brings us to the 1st of Myrtle. It is no longer a holiday.
All right.
Holiday? What holiday?
Prior to this was Greengrass.
Woohoo!
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
My favorite
shit.
holiday to reference because it's kind of lame. It feels like I almost said it feels like Veterans Day, but that would have been intentionally a dig at Doug. I would have felt bad about pulling that one out of nowhere.
Wow.
It felt too.
Arbor Day.
There we go. That's more
It
appropriate.
might literally just be Arbor Day.
It is. If you look at like the lore of it, like it is just a planting, fertility, and fight one another for fun kind of holiday. That's all.
Oh man, that sounds awesome.
So
For
fighting,
sowing
fucking, and
seeds of
planting.
all kinds. That's what green grass is all about.
Sowing seeds like grudges after the fight.
Yeah, why not?
Good.
Okay, all right, sorry. So yes, you have found a small enough, like secure place to in the rubble of this second level of the city, where you've been able to complete your rest. You are within walking distance of the temple that you guys had left with those two strange doors, and then you are also within walking distance of one of the compendium central hubs. So you also have discovered a door on the other side of which there seems to be leaking cold air. There is the whatever might be on the other side of the temple itself.
Sorry to interrupt. Cold air reminded me. We did find out that a white dragon got trapped down here.
Yes.
And cold-loving dragon in a fucking desert. I bet that guy's real, or that dragon is
Hiding in
real
the
fucking
freezer.
miserable. Yeah.
And probably close.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right, just to clarify,
Perhaps. Let's just hope
Nah,
it's a
someone
frost
just left
dragon
the
or
AC on.
something.
just to clarify, we took a long rest, right?
Yes.
I
Okay.
got mauled, so yes. Although I claimed I could nap it off.
Yeah, but you were like slumped and hallucinating, I think. So, gang, where are you headed?
I'm gonna do a prayer for 10 minutes. I need my girl back.
All right. Pakrava appears without her armor or your equipment, but
Of it air.
writhes and jumps around you, uh, snake-like covering you almost entirely with her body.
Sorry about that. I should have sent you away. I should have explicitly told you to leave. Sometimes I forget you won't do that if I don't.
Just bites your finger, not hard, but I know she can communicate with you, but animals are more fun.
Does that thing where the cat bites your arm or your skin and like just holds on for a while just to
Yeah,
let you know it's there.
yeah. Listen, I have teeth.
So our two options now are back the way we came, try to find a way through the ice door, or to go through the bad door in the bad place south of us. The one you ran away from because you said it is doing something to your head.
Yeah, real bad in there. Don't know that I recommend that, but
Do we have another option as far as forward goes?
not really, I guess.
Here's the thing. I could try to teleport through the door, but teleporting doesn't work reliably here like it
Yep.
should.
I just remember those things in there. The stuff they said really just kind of makes me feel like we should not be trying to go back there.
So then our other option is back downstairs or down city.
Well, that's not going to get us anywhere other than back where we started.
There's at least one way down there that we didn't investigate, I think. When we went right at the water feature, we could go left, I think. Not the kobold water feature.
I'm working on preparing some spells. So, but also before we said, I have something in my inventory called the Dust Buster. Does anyone remember what that is or what it does?
I
Yeah.
It busts dust.
think it was
Dust.
it was for hoovering up the
The magic
the
dust
magic
stuff.
dust.
Yeah, it was like a little magic,
Okay.
like everyday device.
a magic hoover.
A magic Hoover, magic little Roomba.
Can I do a little swiffering at the end of our long rest in the in the little house we stay in?
Yeah, I had set up rules for this. You have to make a perception check in order to find a volume enough in order to count for a spell slot worth.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
In an hour, because that's how I blocked it out, you can collect one spell slot's worth of Chardolin.
Okay. Neat.
Do you have to eat it
Excuse me?
to use the Chardolin?
Are you
Said
asking
name it-
me or is this Haza?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you,
Okay.
God.
It's a rock, so no.
Well, it's dust.
No, I get it. Which is rock.
Yeah, that doesn't change it, Cody.
It
You're
would be
saying the
like
same
making
thing.
use of a spell focus
Mm.
or like a magic item, right? Because using
Yeah, it's like
using
spell
the dust is an action. Not eating it though. I'm
So I
realizing salt
shouldn't
is a
eat
rock,
this.
but like I.
That's the only one though. And it's not all salt rocks either. You can't just bite into one
It's
of
not. Yeah, you
those.
can't. Yeah. It's not going to dissolve in your mouth. Your body should not have it in it.
Figure
It's a
yourself
magic
out.
rock.
Everybody knows kobolds eat rocks. Don't ask me why that's the internet thing for kobolds.
It sounds
But
like a
Is it?
D&D
it
drop
is
bear
very much
kind of
is.
myth.
So where do we go?
I mean, through the room down there is the only way forward. I mean, I figure we just buckle
Bite the
down and
bullet.
go.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. I think we should go through the door that Hazel went through, the one on the left.
Well, I don't know. Asia came back looking real bad.
Yeah, but that was because of the
The monsters with the 4 claws.
yeah. Well, and the bullet.
Torek holds up one hand to indicate that he has 4 claws on that hand.
If it you say it affects what did it do to your mind again? The door?
You're gonna want to really go back there, and then it's gonna be Torek would probably remember this, but I don't remember exactly what happened.
You were feeling like yeah, Torek would remember this vividly. Uh, the opening of your understanding, as you felt like you were passing the teeth of a mouth and being swallowed, becoming part of something
right.
gigantic, and then freaked out when you heard Haza getting stabbed.
Yeah, it feels like you're being eaten, which slowly but very surely make sure I am not looking at inks.
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing, looking in the opposite direction of it.
Very conspicuously. Just-
Well, if there's no way forward, then I guess we have to get eaten.
What?
or we can go back.
Whoa.
There's the cold.
Well, but there's a door we can't get in.
What do you? What's the door look like to the cold?
It's gigantic. It's about 20 feet tall, and about
Made
no, it's about
of.
wood and
You
metal, steel.
you tried to do the stone trick, which is move the wall, but it might
Oh,
take
yeah.
like 2 to try to get that done because it's
Right.
thick. And even then it might not work.
I mean, I could always try and set it on fire.
Honestly, better with that than going into the door of eating.
What door of Where is that again?
That's the temple.
Ah.
Somewhere like down there.
It was down, and I think
It was at
on
the
the left.
back of that room that we were in.
Yeah, on the
Right,
left-hand
right.
side, there's a slight indent at the end of the room where then you turn. What would it be?
90
Left,
degrees
and then
left,
that's a
yeah.
hallway. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we cleared that place out. There's no longer the shambling things in there. We can at least peek our heads in.
Yeah, it wasn't the shambling things that were the issue. Look, if we're all gonna go ahead, that's fine.
Yeah, I understand that.
Just
It's
don't-
just we were we were also dealing with the shambling things at the same time that happened, and we discovered that was it had an effect on us. So maybe without them, we can figure it out and avoid it, or at least, I don't know. Might be another place where a key is. Might not be.
Somebody got rope. All my stuff is back in the tunnels.
I
Does
got
anybody
I got rope. Here's
Yeah, I
rope.
believe I might. No. I
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just gonna leave a little bit of insurance here. I'm gonna tie the rope around Pecoreva, and I'm gonna tie the rope
Yeah.
around Mel.
Yeah.
Are you? She's gonna like bat your hand away from her while you're trying to tie her up. What?
Good
What are you
luck. I'm
doing?
knee height.
It's an ankle rope.
I will ATST this if I have to, or ATAT this if I have to.
What? Why? What are you doing?
Well, I figure there's 6 of us. 1.5 of us have the ability to bring people back from the verge of death. That's you and this, the sword. So, if something goes wrong, and I lose contact with Pecoreva, who I will continue to speak to in my mind, and if that stops, she'll know to pull. Best I got, since we all seem to be interested in being swallowed today.
Sure. Fine.
I mean,
let's
you
go.
don't. Hold on. You said what did it try to do to your head?
It got in my head, made like very solid sense of being eaten, being consumed. It may not be. Maybe I got it wrong. There was suddenly screaming, and things got weird. Maybe I missed it. We'll find out.
I will cast Dimension Door on myself, on Toric, and on Godric. Yes, Godric.
Oh, Intellect Fortress.
Yep.
I thought you said Dimension Door.
You did say Dimension Door.
Did I?
Okay. Okay.
I
Alright,
got
thank
very
you.
confused, and I was like, "Where are we going?"
My brain's broken. It's fine. I got big Andy's mints and coffee energy.
I've never thought of Big Andy's mint energy.
Me
I
neither.
have now, and
But-
it's wonderful. Thank
Well,
you.
no, I one of my theater professors was absolutely Big Andy's mint energy, and now I can't shake that. Um, okay, so a couple of you have Intellect Fortress, and is the plan to have everyone except Pekreva go through?
That sounds like it.
Or to have Toric go through first, and then
Yeah,
report,
m-
and then the rest of us.
me and Toric go first
No,
because we're
no.
the ones tied off.
No, it's just you. I don't have enough rope, and Pecoreva is not strong enough to pull us both.
So
Well,
only Mel?
So
Yep.
me, yeah, sure. I'll
Okay.
take the dive.
Just wait here. I will go first.
Hold on, didn't you want to use this door, which was the door that I
Sure
went
did.
through?
Sure
Yeah, this one.
did. I even said it. I got the experience going through. Dead bodies, excuse me.
Yeah, walking
Alright.
through, each of you is
Mel
run
right there.
over by this gray mist that begins to pull you in. I think, Ulvius, in your profession, or sorry, not profession, your skilled hobby. How about that? You can recognize that there is a charm effect, not a literal charm effect, but that there is an illusion and enchantment magic that is trying, or that is literally present, not even trying to be heavily influential, but it's inignorable. Um, Okay, so Toric, as you come around the back, you are seeing the coiling images of the barbed serpent all around this tiny passage to this dark painted door. And once again, as it is a new day, you begin to feel the reach of something beckoning to your natural curiosity and your sunken and deeply buried desire to understand, drawing you forward.
Hey, weren't we worried about the sir? Ah, fuck it.
Still are. Still are.
I'm just gonna go for it and open the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a quick prayer to your goal, hoping we can make it out of this alive and undamaged, uninsaned.
All right. I need Toric. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage.
Sure do.
And a +4.
That would be
Okay.
a 22.
Okay. Um, as you reach towards the door, you see the coiling barbs painted on the walls lift from the wall itself, begin to hiss and spit, snapping at you. Snakes are crawling from the walls, and trying to scare you back. Um, no one actually, let's see. Yeah, no one else actually perceives this. Only you see it. It is not going to force you. It does not frighten you. You're not pushed away.
I was gonna say that's unfortunate for everyone else who will not understand when Torek starts shooting the walls. But I'm still opening the door.
Okay. I will.
Snakes! Snakes everywhere! Blam, blam, blam! We're gonna need golf shoes! Blam,
Was
blam,
it?
blam!
Why's it gotta be snakes?
Torque,
I hate
there aren't any snakes.
On that, not sure can. I don't know if it was supposed to be locked, but if it was,
Oh.
it wasn't actually locked.
I've unlocked it, so
Okay.
yeah. Given that you've passed the snake challenge, so
Snake test.
yeah.
Huh, huh.
We good to come in, or
Do I feel better now that I'm in here?
You are now in a curve of the building where the southern wall was at one time glass, but has been boarded up as much of it is has been removed or broken in its frames. At one time, you can see the solder, the wrought iron had a frame of an image of some kind, but with the boards obscuring it and no glass to fill it, you can't understand what the image was. In the center of the wall, kind of a little higher off the ground, through the glass window, there is what appears to be a like open portal, a small like makeshift door here, and then there are also two literal doors on the northern wall that are built in the church, the building and the church itself that you've walked into. Very clearly, actually part of the building.
Important question. Are there still snakes?
You can see them on the other side of the door, still hissing at you and actually going to lunge at your friends
Yeah.
as they approach.
Shoot all the snakes and hurry everybody in. Get in here! Get in here! I will tell Pecoreba to do the same thing.
Jesus.
Okay.
Blam! Blam, blam, blam! Blam, blam, blam!
Poor
Yeah. You're all seeing just the impacts and the sparks as force and magical power impact on the stone walls around you.
Sweet hells, Torque. What are you shooting at?
I've said snakes like 6 times. Godric, get it, snakes!
There's no snakes.
There aren't any snakes, Torek.
I'm gonna just start stabbing, like just at the ground, just randomly, just trying to
I love that.
Attack.
Torek,
imaginary snakes.
yeah, you see what certainly would be Godric's spear. It should be, or sorry, halberd. Uh, um, Piercing what should be these reptiles on the walls, but they are not like cutting through, and that's when the full comprehension of the illusion really hits.
And then Godric is still just
Placating.
fully believing that maybe there's an unseen threat.
Invisible
That's fair. That
snakes.
happened
Yeah.
just yesterday. Yeah, you don't feel any impact on the edge of your weapon, and everyone else made it through. Okay, I see you've passed. The 2 doors above you have carvings on the tops of the door frames. Each one very much written language that you cannot read.
So which one first?
Um, can we just take a moment or two?
Yeah.
Take my cloak
You
off.
can
Look at
do some
the
translation. Huh?
newly newly inserted piece of the lining of my coat for 10 minutes and cast comprehend languages, and then just uppies, please, uppies. Put my hand on.
So important. Who
wanna-
lifts Olvius? I need to know.
You want to ride
Oh.
the weasel?
Oh boy. Olvius scurries to try and get on top of the weasel.
What are you doing? That's drug slang. Do you want to ride the weasel? I got something here in my bag.
Olvius fails.
Comedy of errors. Beautiful, everybody. Good work. Both of you take inspiration.
Torek, I'll take some of those drugs now, he says while he's flat on his back.
Torek just lays down on the ground like the movie pose where you're like both laying head to head facing opposite directions.
The movie poster of I just spaced on it. Doesn't matter.
Hold on. I think I've got it.
The Jim Carrey
It's oh no, Eternal Sunshine, they're laying next to each other. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
Now this is the one that I'm thinking you're thinking of, but
Yeah, that's the yep. Only
Yeah,
not
there you
like not like a Smoochie pose like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, we're not. Oh, sorry. I misread things. All right.
20 minutes down on
right. I'd spend another 10 minutes reading it. Right. Now I get up. Eventually, I get up on Pekareva, put my hand on the thing, and hopefully, it's an actual language communicating something.
Yes. And also, while you're up here, you can see that on the door above here, I'm sorry, the door you've come through also has a carving on the top that you would not have seen from the side you were on. This one that you touch reads, "The Gate of Treachery," is what it says.
Okay. Translate that for everyone.
That can't be good.
Pekareva, can we move on to the next one?
Yeah, she lowers her front paws to the ground, scurries to which one? Do you want to do this one?
Sure.
And lifts you to read the Gate of Terror.
These sound fun. Yeah, we'll do the rest of them.
All right, that one is the Gate of Ignorance.
You put those in chat real quick. Sorry.
Sure thing.
God, I love this game.
What?
D&D is fantastic. I'm excited by these gates. I look forward to opening all of them.
I'm very glad.
Also, who knows? Maybe Godric also said that he loves this game.
And what does it say above the door we just came through?
Oh, that one is the Gate of Ignorance.
Oh, that is the Gate of Ignorance. Okay.
Yeah.
Gate of
This bottom door down here is actually the opening in the window that someone has broken.
Got it. And there's nothing above that.
Correct. Yeah. Since
Excellent.
it's supposed to be all glass out there.
All right. Well,
So
Thanks,
treachery or
Pecorino.
terror?
How about that one that doesn't say any of the bad things?
Can't go that way. Too many snakes. I closed that door, by the way.
Said this was a broken window. Can I look out it?
Yeah. You can move some of the debris that is, you can tell, very intentionally obfuscating. You can see a road that splinters off into two directions. One of them, you see something kind of sludgy and slimy in the in the stones, but it's a little too far away for you to get a clear image of. Something wet and sticky over there.
There's something wet and sticky over there.
Is
We
it a
could
wet
go
stick?
this way, but I really want to go into the Gate of Terror. I love thrill rides.
You
That
Uh,
checks out.
Just saying, if I went to Six Flags and there was a ride called the Gate of Terror, I'd check it out.
you know that this is your life, right?
Absolutely. And I'm not going to spend it sitting on the sidelines. So does someone else want to go in the Gate of Terror? Do we want to circle back to the Gate of Terror?
No, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess if we don't have any strong, it feels weird to say not having any strong feelings about a Gate of Terror. But one person has strong feelings about the Gate of Terror, and it's wanting to go into the Gate of Terror. So
I think Olvius has put a vote towards going this other
Yeah.
direction that doesn't
I mean-
involve any gates.
Nope.
Yeah, not terror sounds good.
Gate of Serpents. I will write that on there. I will scratch it into the wood with a claw.
okay, so we got the Gate of Serpents.
What would be the best time to go in the Gate of Terror except for this moment whenever we are intellectually fortified
It's
against...
right. It's you're
Yeah.
Also,
wrong.
what's terror gonna do to me? What am I gonna be afraid of?
Exactly. Get in there. You got this.
Is this one the Gate of Terror or the other one?
That is that one. Yep.
All right, I'm opening the Gate of Terror.
All right.
Hey,
Godric opens the Door of Terror. On the other side of the door, you see a fleshy throat with barbed teeth
Ugh.
jutting from it for several rows. And Godric, you jump in. The throat around you closes and tears into your body and rips you into pieces in front of Mel.
Mel sighs and turns back at the others. I told him. Was there anything that came out of there? Or did Godric just get sucked in?
You see blood on the floor. That would be it.
I'm going to kneel down and like run a finger through the blood. Is that real blood?
It sticks.
Huh. Well, this one's not an illusion.
Time to call in a favor.
Is the favor getting us out of here?
Favor
I
is
mean-
getting Godric out of there.
Is the next favor getting us all out of here? That door just ate Godric.
Yeah.
So sorry. I'm just laughing because Maggie's lines right before that was, "What is Tara gonna do to me?" Oh boy. did
Okay.
Was there any sign of what happened? Is there a way to maybe avoid that when opening the door?
Okay. Okay, so hold on. This I feel less dramatic, but this has kind of happened before, right? With the mirrors and the rock and the God. I mean,
I'm gonna sit down.
someone didn't just get eaten. We still have a telepathic bond, right? That lasts for an hour. Godric?
Where?
Can
What
you hear
telepathic
us?
bond do we have?
Rory's telepathic bond.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's up, guys? Is everything okay? The door kind of shut behind me.
Hazel lays down,
God.
just staring at the ceiling.
I want to leave.
Tap my head with one claw.
yesterday. Can I open the door?
We watched
Yeah,
you
you
get
see
ahead.
like the viscera and gummy like remains of body in the throat and spiked teeth of this creature still.
I'm gonna step through the door.
All right, Torek, you watch Mel get
Curse you!
mauled.
Fuck you!
The steel of her armor
I
just
will
getting
go-
crushed.
Yeah, I will just go running straight through the door. Packer Ravel will follow me, so Olvius is either falling off or going through the door.
Yeah, I guess I'm going through the door.
Well, Inks, do you want to hold hands when we do it?
No, why not?
Nothing. You know
When-
nothing happens, right?
When the both of you walk through, the two of you watch as it appears that the other intentionally withdraws their hand from you
Oh.
before you step through.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
beyond the
So
threshold,
there's some blood,
Yeah,
sacrificed forms. There's also this altar here with like some script of prayer. It's in like this spiral across the surface.
I just watched
And I'm pretty
all
sure
of
there's a
you.
false door over there.
I watched all of you one by one. Going last was a mistake. Inks, we should have gone earlier.
My apologies. I should have
mean-
probably gone last in hindsight.
What are y'all talking about?
Everybody
it
that
gives you an illusion of you being torn apart and
Oh.
your viscera strewn across the
mashed
walls.
and
Oh, come with me, Godric.
Well, I want to see that.
it's
I want
Right,
to see.
Yeah, we walk back through, and then I
I-
walk back through again.
Yeah, you watch Ulvius get ripped apart.
God, that's
Weasel.
that's
You're not
terrible.
coming
That's
back from there.
gross.
Yeah, I watched it. I saw it. Ink saw it too.
Uh-huh.
Max, can you?
You
put
all
that
made
Creva
one
behind me?
big puddle.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure why it does that.
there you go. Oh, it's because your token is on first, and it goes by order of what was dropped.
Here you go.
So if Pack
Next
Rave is
time I
ever
know to-
dropped on,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next time I know to just delete my Torark agreement.
Here you
Ah,
here you go.
ah.
Here you go, Haza. And I hand you a cup of tea.
Oh.
I take it, chug it. First one's a chug.
Oh, yeah,
I
coming
just-
right coming right
Yeah.
up.
It's like the reflex chug. The first one, just hold the cup back out for sipping.
The beautiful cartoon.
The second one, I just spend it smelling it for a few moments, just with my eyes closed.
The warmth is nice in your hand, isn't it?
It crunched up Mel's armor and Pack Rave's fur.
Pretty intense attention to detail. Say, Ulvius, are you still able to read things? You want to read this script over here?
Sure, let's find out. I'll if it's still available, great. If not, I'll take another 10 minutes and do it again.
Yeah, no problem. The script on the altar spirals from the edges of it inward. And running your finger along it, you are reading what feels like a kind of nonsense poem of near full sentences that sort of switch tone and direction very abruptly. And as it's running through your mind and you are touching the words itself, the altar is lighting. Wherever your fingers have traced, it continues to light.
Do we want things to start glowing? There's enough weird going on now. Do we? No, just me. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
no,
well.
this doesn't really make much sense anyway, and I'll take my hand off of it.
Okay.
It seems to just
Fe-
seems to be
feels like-
gibberish.
Yeah, that's probably. Remember that it was Thara's Dune cultists who took over this place from the Mistrites, Mistralites, the dead guys,
Mysterians?
the dead ones. Ooh, Mysterium, Mysterium. No,
Can I religion check to see if I know what the actual proper answer for this is?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yeah.
what? Nah, what?
7.
7.
I believe they're called minstrels. Mistrals? It's one of them.
Join us in making up words.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be careful of stuff, because Mad God and all that. That probably explains the door that makes it look like it ate you, because that doesn't seem like something a Mistral, a cult of Mistra is gonna do. Temple.
Not cult.
Yeah.
to be
Sorry, I was
clear.
thinking of what they were called in the compendium, but
Right.
yeah, no, you're right. Temple of Mistra.
Used to be a mad god. I could be your dad god. I'm the bad god.
Damn it.
God damn it. Perfect.
So what is it then?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't really make heads or tails of what it was saying. It was like, I don't know if you've ever had the misfortune of having a 13-year-old read their poetry to you?
Cannot say I have.
You're better for it. That's what this nightmare is.
Poor Adam had to read some emo boy poetry.
I'd rather sit on the other side of that door and watch you all walk through it again.
Not that bad, huh?
That's on like
Let's
an
get-
altar or something, right?
Yes.
Look over the altar for compartments or. God damn it.
You can. However, Godric already checked out this area and found the things that are to be found here.
Speaking of, I will go and take a look at the ball store behind the tapestry.
Yeah. It's just back here, and it's very clearly a door, just without a doorknob, and a simple pressure does actually make this door open into a street that has the same kind of chill air that you remember from yesterday.
Gonna peek around a little bit. Do I see anything that I recognize?
Hold on, let me see what you can say.
Just like peeking around this corner.
You can't recognize anything, but the farther you walk, the colder it feels. And there's definitely cold wind coming from this direction.
Gotcha. I'd like to go back.
Mhm.
I cannot go back.
Oh, that's right. Yep, gotcha. There you go.
Thank you. So it's really cold over that way, like very cold. Like someone said something about a dragon, possibly. I don't know. It was
Mhm.
cold. Do we want to explore that way, or do we want to check out the Gate of Treachery first?
Well, the Gate of Treachery can't be more pleasant than this. I don't know.
I'm gonna go out on a guessing limb here and say instead of showing you something terrible like your friends being eaten, it's going to show you your friends betraying you.
Yeah,
That's my
most
guess.
likely.
Okay. Yeah.
So, gotta
So
put.
just
gotta-
everyone
gotta
agreed
plot it.
not to betray anyone, even if it feels like someone's betraying someone.
What if we all just blindfold ourselves through the door?
That's boring. Sorry, that was rude of me. That's a great idea, Torek.
I mean, you can go watch whatever you want to watch. I'm just.
Right, you guys going back?
I want to
Well-
go open the Gate of Treachery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Okay,
Anyone going
like
with?
the last time, Godric, you gotta wait for someone else to do it. Because you don't see anything if you go first.
Maybe we set a system where when one person goes through, they send back a mental message saying, hey, or some kind of safe word to let us
Yeah,
know.
because we don't know it's an
and go
illusion
to
yet, so I
shit.
still should go first, probably.
Well, I can't argue with the logic. I could argue with the logic. I'm not going to.
I can go
mean, we
first
could-
if you'd like to see the
We
effects.
could send the Archfey first. No offense, but you are more powerful than probably all the rest of us put together.
This is true. But if you get
This is
Sorry,
the
that was rude. I should have used your name. You're like standing right there. That was very rude.
yeah.
I do apologize
She's
for that.
just like looking around at stuff in this room, and like when you guys are talking, she's very clearly listening, but she's
Out of-
not necessarily looking at you.
Out of curiosity, do you see the blood puddle by the door? Is that still
Yeah.
visible to you?
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean, you still see stuff.
Right. No, just if it's like, if I look over the door, is the blood puddle there?
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably got a duration, programmed illusion
wonder-
or something.
I'm tempted to. We can't. We don't have time for that. I want to measure it to see if each person is only seeing what they saw before they went through.
Why?
I don't know. Into the door of treachery. Who's going?
I'll go.
As soon as Mel
Right
opens
behind
the
you.
door, as soon as Mel opens the door, Ulvius tries to push her through the door because it's a gated treachery. So he's
Bonk.
like, "All right, do something treacherous."
You will, for the first time, probably ever hear Mel like yelp very girly.
Right, I run into the back of
Casting
her and bounce
inspiration.
off and fall on the ground.
Mel, when you enter the room, it is dark. When the door opens, some sconces ignite in red flame, and out of the darkness, a form in a red cloak sort of manifests. You can still partially see through them, and they begin to speak to you. No one else can hear. Yeah, I'll type that to you.
Oh shoot. I love the last thing that you have in our DMs is the like nightmare
Oh, a creature.
creature.
Yeah.
Can
And
I
after that,
respond to it? It just disappears.
yeah. As soon as that message is delivered, the form of it melts, and the red of its cloak sort of melts into the mist on the ground.
First. Mel will Rory's telepathic to everybody. It's safe. You'll probably get an apparition when you come in here, but it's less gruesome. Sure.
Torek was on Mel's heels.
Okay. All right.
Riding Pecoreva.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to, for you, there is also this red mist manifestation who whispers to you. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
SpaghettiOs.
Strawberry.
I am dying to know. Does Pecoreva hear anything?
Do you ask?
Yeah. I'll ask Pecoreva.
What's her intelligence?
6.
Okay. No, I
Okay.
don't think she does. Not for the sake of this. I think it's gonna make it too messy.
She is a celestial.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
we're
they're
gonna.
just immune. Who knows?
I'm gonna blow past that.
Oop, that's the wrong thing.
I'm going in only because above table I want to whisper.
Okay, I will whisper to you as well then. If that's what motivates you, I'll find more.
It is. It's great.
you go. As for the room itself, it is lined with red fabric, draped in heaps. It is covered in dust and piles in heaps in the corners of the room. There's also very old cushions and furnishings. This place looks like it was once a meditation space. You were probably in a ceremony room in the beyond the Gate of Terror, but this room, oddly enough, seems to be one of contemplation. The longer you're in here, the more you feel like you're hearing insects skittering across the brickwork under the curtains.
I'll just step on through.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start
sweet.
tearing down the red curtains. Just pile them in a corner somewhere.
All right. When they are pulled, it just reveals bare brick.
That's fine. I just want them down.
Ulvius,
Mm-hmm.
you hanging out outside?
Now I'll go in.
Ooh, fun. It would have been fine. I was just wondering.
No. It is unclear to me if we are proceeding through here or if this is just a self-contained room. So I will certainly go
Gotcha. If anyone wishes to do anything else within this room, you're welcome to make. You're welcome to make some perception or investigation checks. If there's anything specific you would like to do, I'm very interested.
Do an investigation while I'm pulling those things down, looking behind them.
Yeah.
Okay. On the northern wall, there is another secured secret panel.
Can I slide that open? You mean secured like the same way the pressure plate one was?
It does appear to be, however, this one does not move. It appears to be fixed in some way, perhaps locked.
Ah. There's this here, but I can't. It doesn't open. Might be locked. Might be jammed. It's been a long time.
The thing said something to everyone, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yes to me. I can't speak for everyone.
For
no,
sure
not to
to me.
Pecoreva.
Yes, it
Okay.
did.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It didn't say anything about Mel.
Yeah, sure. Huh.
Low head turned to face Ulvius.
What? I said it didn't say
Mel-
anything.
Mel looks down. Fuck.
Who had mine? No? Okay.
No, not me.
Can I insight check that?
Oh, you want to insight check your friends?
Yes, absolutely.
In the
I'm
room of
insight
beyond the
checking Cart.
gates of treachery?
Yes.
All right, yeah,
Correct.
go ahead.
Guys, we talked about this.
I mean, I'm assuming that whatever was said was a lie, so there's nothing
Hey,
really.
hey.
I had Torix, if that helps.
I got inks.
Oh, I had Ulvius.
The goblin you travel with is cursed. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. How many
Yeah.
giant frogs his inks ended up in?
Oh, I'm cursed. Well, big news. What about that shifty little weasel of yours?
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey,
Whoa!
Doug, take inspiration.
Everybody like pauses to glare, like just gasp, like.
Wait.
Mel, are you
Oh.
gonna let him talk about you that way?
Oh, okay. Well, now I got yours. It's the same message, though, Haza.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Sorry, that was the wrong.
Oh, that was not the wrong
That was an
person.
error. Yeah, that was an error. God,
Never mind.
damn it.
You can just delete that. Didn't
Yep.
see it.
Yep.
Everybody, rewind time in your head 5 seconds. I said nothing.
Damn it, I did
Alrighty.
so good.
Okay. Yours. Something about misfortune?
Yep.
Okay.
Said it about Inks, and like Inks has already talked about the Nightingale, and we've seen Inks end up in a bunch of stuff.
I got him.
I will-
Okay.
I will very defensively pat Pekareva on the head.
Show of hands who all got a
Didn't mean
defensive
to,
one.
girl.
Or a defensive, a curse one.
I
Um,
did.
Inks raised their hand.
Yeah.
I raised
Yeah,
my
I
hand.
mean, mine says that I was told that the changeling that I travel with is cursed and doomed to misfortune.
Okay.
Um,
Wow, what a party trick. Thought the Netherese were like, oh wait, no, these aren't the. Huh.
Whereas
These are
Doomans-
Doom cultists.
I mean, considering we've now gone into this room and had that,
Aren't we all
gained,
cursed, right?
having gained nothing from the room thus far.
Well, there's this door I talked about right here. I just can't get it open. If I had my
Do we try to
crowbar,
break it down, or
What'd you need?
I
What's
will.
it made of?
Stone? It's right here. I mean, you can try to break it down, but I'm not going to do much down here.
Okay, we'll give
I'm
it a
gonna try to take my shield and take the point of my shield and wedge.
Oh my god.
incredible.
As-
No, I won't. I'm not gonna do that.
It's
I thought I had a
as-
crowbar, but I don't. I have a spare glaive or javelin. You could try to pry it open with it. No, that's not gonna work.
You have to have a crowbar in order to get the advantage.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
know.
it works.
I know. I
It's
know.
it's
Okay,
a stone
hold on,
door.
I'll
it's
just
a
open-
stone door. Yeah, I can
I'll just
open
grip it.
Rip it and rip
And
it.
rip it.
What do you mean, Haza?
I'll just, I don't know, just push it. Maybe it pushes.
You're welcome to make a strength check. Athletics is fine.
Oh.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my god, Jesus!
All right.
Just shoulder in and make myself slightly bigger.
Okay. You feel the wood give way and something splinters on the other side. The door falls through, and you find yourself in a very small, unworked tunnel. Actually, there's some brickwork immediately, but it quickly pitters off into dirt and into darkness. You can kind of see where this is going, but there's a good stretch before it'll go somewhere.
Yeah, I burst through and then immediately like backpedal back into the room. Okay, got it.
You found it? The phylactery? It was back there?
No, there's a room in a tunnel.
Tunnel.
Well, it's not as much of a tunnel. Yeah, it's not as exciting a tunnel as you're thinking. It's like a hallway more, I
We're in the
guess.
middle of a church. Kind of any tunnel is exciting right now.
Okay, well come on in. I got it.
I don't know which I don't know where it is on this map, but I will go.
Yeah, me neither.
Next to Haza.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Torek knows.
I'll
but
move forward into the space.
I Ted do not.
I am stuck in a wall.
Yeah, I'll move you both, don't worry. It's a very short pace, and I'll just walk you guys through it because it is fine. Before you find yourself in what appears to be a small bunker that does not look like it has been used, and has a and has a door on the other side of the room.
Can you take me through?
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Ba-doo.
Like a bolt hole, maybe panic room, or just secret room into the meditation chamber. Listen to, I don't know.
Anyone want to
Who
look
wants to?
around?
I would say, who wants to loot a room?
Yeah. Start looting a room.
All right.
Books. Anything interesting? Nah, phylactery, don't need that.
It was a very small room. Yeah.
Investigation or perception checks.
Yeah. Perception. Woo.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pushing the door in was my my
That was the
contribution.
big help.
Yeah.
As you are all turning this place over, it is not very difficult to find. In one of the mattresses, there is a book, and it is very clear that there has been a hole ripped in the mattress to stow something. And you can pull that out.
You spell work and still obvious. I'm gonna guess this is written in something we can't really read well.
If it's
I mean,
not, I
I'll
will.
open it up and look at it.
Is it an hour or 10 minutes?
That's an excellent question. Let's find out.
Comprehend.
It is 1 hour.
Okay. In that case, you can read that it is. It does appear to be a prayer book, and it is still kind of written in that same spiral form that was on the altar, and it's on the cover. It's some of the same. It's actually the same phrasing that you were reading on the altar.
Oh wow! I think I found this kid's journal.
Think maybe when the cult was still hiding, this is where they were keeping their stuff.
Yeah, I think that checks out.
It's hidden in a mattress.
You open the book.
Yeah, certainly.
All right. You can see that the print inside is not regular, but that it is still readable. It just still comes across in the odd, jarring, false started sentences that you've seen before. It is written, however, in a way that makes you think of, and when it is spoken out, you could hear it in your head anyway. It has a rhythm and a pattern, kind of Lewis Carroll-y.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of Lewis Carroll-y.
But evil.
But evil.
All right, well. Onward and upward, or door of ignorance?
Well, the gate of ignorance is the one that we came in through. And then the other path was the cracked window that we could crawl out of to go down south. But there's still that path up north where it gets really cold if we want to investigate that further.
Yeah. Oh, there's the other door on the side of this room too, but I figured it'd lead into the same street. I will check.
It feels
Possibly.
locked.
Okay, I got this. I can do this. I've been practicing. I do not have proficiency yet, so no, I cannot. There is just several very frustrated minutes, and then thanks.
Yeah. These tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. There you are. Bam. Nope.
Nope, that doesn't even open a mundane lock.
I'll waste an inspiration on it. That doesn't feel good.
These Netherese doors don't work right.
Hold on, let me try again.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Immediately upon trying again, you fit the pins into the lock, and begin to move, and something snaps. Your hand falls. You cut your knuckles, and take 3 points of damage.
I wouldn't trust it, Torque.
Hey, Godric, do you want to
Mimic! Blam, blam, blam.
I guess. Oh yeah. What's actually happening, Torek? Are you shooting the door, or is someone running into it?
No,
You guys are so clever.
I was just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to crash it down.
It seems only fair. I got
Okay.
one. You get this one.
Okay.
Oh, that was whispered.
21 will be sufficient. The old and magically preserved, but not that strong wooden doors fall under you, and you find yourself actually in the compendium suite, the office here.
Oh,
Oh yeah, living
okay.
quarters for the caretaker. That makes sense. Hey, plus side, we can get back there without having to go through the creepy building again, right? Silver linings.
Uh-huh. Well, should we head back through there and check out the cold, or do y'all want to head south?
I guess the cold question is related to, do we think there's value in fighting a dragon? Potentially. A hypothetical dragon.
It's been here a while. It might know what's going on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I jumped to fighting. That might not be Torque. You know, have shown a track record of speaking to at least 2 dragon adjacent entities.
Yeah. I mean, white dragons are kind of the. Well, I mean, they're not Dracoliches, so that's something. He will just sort of unconsciously put a hand to where the burned out heart is.
And
Look,
you
I
know,
can
for
go
all
either
we
way.
know, it might not even be the dragon. Maybe there's like a really cool rock that's very cold, and when you touch it, you get like really cool ice powers.
You make me want to believe, and I like that about you.
I mean, we did
You're saying
see
we don't
like
know till we know.
yeah, well, I actually like we did see a rock that made everything acid once, like in the Mimic. Remember, in the big house Mimic.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so.
I'm just agreeing with Godric. Like that's a thing that could happen. It's not like we haven't seen something close to it. Not that I want to go into the cold. God, I hate the cold. Whatever, we can do this.
I've been very grateful for these boots a number of times, including now.
Well, let's ask the other question then. If we don't go through the cold door, if we don't go towards the cold, what's the plan? Go back the way we came? You can go back through the portal?
Well, I mean, there is no going back through the portal. It was one way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is more that we haven't seen yet. In the room where we had the 3 gates, there was the window that was broken, and you could go through there and head south that way. So that's the other path to go. But I think we should investigate the cold a little bit and see if we can nail down what that threat is before we put it behind us.
Seems reasonable to me. That's 2. No, you don't get a vote, Pecoreva. Our vote is 1 vote. Well, I just
She lays down on her paws.
I know. Look, they don't. It's
Aw. Well, I give Pecoreva my proxy.
Pecoreva votes for not going into the. What do you mean not going into the cold? No, okay. That 1 vote not into the cold. Just canceling out my vote. Okay, that's fine. Just pat Pecoreva on the head.
I knew I could trust you, Pecoreva.
Still one vote for going into the cold. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 non-voters.
All right, the
Okay.
cold it is, I guess.
In the cold.
Sure.
No stone unturned. Investigation.
All right. So you all need to go back into the bug out room, through the tunnel, into the previously red curtained room, and then into the. I guess appropriately, this room is technically a conservatory, as it has glass paneling to let as much light in at one time. Anyway, if you wish to go to if you want to go into the cold, that's this way.
Oh, we got to go through the shredder again.
Yeah. Unless I put you through here, I just realized, unless you want to leave the compendium terminals like hub and go around and
Oh,
try to
yeah.
find a way through the door. Is that where you're going?
Do we want to try to get through the big door or just go through this door? This door is like right here. It's already open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
should
We
go
just
through
have
close.
to watch
Sorry,
everybody get eaten again.
Just close your eyes. Or don't if you want to see it.
Obvious runs through the door.
Fuck! Close my eyes and put my hands out and just barrel towards the door.
Man, that like spaghetti slurp of the intestines, that felt extra gruesome this time.
Ick.
That's
Follow
gross.
Yeah,
them.
it's neat that it's not like the same animation every time. It's really
It's the little
It's
details.
one
amazing.
ragdoll.
It's bespoke.
Someone get launched.
Oh, I thought we were walking ourselves.
Oh, you're good. But I think, can you still see the map?
I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Doug, you got launched off of the screen, and I don't know how to get you back.
Oh no.
I will put a new. He'll put a new ink on the screen. Okay, I will move you all so we don't lose anyone else. How about that? Okay, ta-da. Down the tunnel, through the secret door, into the hall where you can feel a literal cold wind that like stops every once in a while, but then eventually pulls back through this alleyway. The wind is coming from this direction. You can see up here is a set of very large doors with a very large bar across the back of it.
Well, do we want to just handle that before we move any further?
Yeah, that's probably the door. I mean, it
Uh-huh.
would be good to have that as an exit if we need it.
Yep. Does it take 2 people to throw the bar up?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. Godric, it's gonna us and Mel. I'm looking at the height.
Now, oh, there we
We
go.
probably got it.
Yeah, I can help, I guess.
If all three of you are there, I'm not going to make anyone roll for it.
Yeah.
All right. Torek and Inks at the end of the passage, or the and I was going to say passage to avoid the word alley again, but it is an alley. You see that at the end of this road, there is a number of buildings that are literally just coated in a fine layer of ice that reflects some light very, very cold and brilliantly. The glass in the buildings themselves, many of them still kind of rubble already, just frosted and coated, as far as you can see. You also can see that, like, to the north, above some of the remaining buildings' roof lines, there is something that's sort of gleaming and white. Inks, you saw it when you were flying back when you guys had first made it to the city. A section of the city as it remains coated in ice, and then a sort of like bubble of snow or rock, all covered in white glistening snow, is to the north.
Well, at least we got we got that open in case we need to bug out. But everybody, if you got warm stuff, now's the time. It's gonna get real cold. Yeah, that's. I mean, I realize that's obvious, but it's gonna numb your hands. It's gonna make you sluggish.
Ulvius is drinking tea out of the spout.
Yeah.
Godric looks down at his exposed chest.
Inks also looks at Godric's exposed. I'm sorry, it took too long to unmute.
That made it funnier.
Yeah, giving the little dun dun intro.
Oh, so good.
Take more inspiration. I don't give a shit. It's been a good night.
I was gonna say, you're feeling it today.
I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying
Good.
listening to you guys think and, if nothing else, make light of the dumb puzzles that got in front of you. So I've been having a good time. You can see as you are looking down the street into this snow-covered quarter that there is, in fact, eventually heaps of snow that begin to swallow and cover the rubble. And it's very likely the very large mound or bubble or something that you can see over some of the buildings very likely is an accumulation of that.
You know what? I know this is inopportune. Maybe we want to take a few steps back. I think let's wait just 10 minutes. I'm going to recast Rory's telepathic bond.
Clever. Provided, of course, everyone waits 10 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, we should still have some time on the what I got going. Not as much as we did before the doors.
All right. Well,
Torque, do you want to take
Take
point?
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the representative of dragonkind among us, lead in negotiations.
Are we clearing doors as we go? Because there's that door.
Probably.
There's a lot of
if
doors
only-
up
Door's
ahead.
locked.
I don't know if this is supposed to be a door here?
Yeah, I left it visible. So so okay, all
Because I
right.
can see
This
through it. I meant.
Yes, that's correct. This is
Okay.
actually what appears to be some barricading that has been done pre-snowfall that has been collapsed by snow. So there's some uh what's the word? Like post-apocalyptic territory marking here that has then been overshadowed by this inclement weather. um and as far as the thing below you, I left that visible so you guys would definitely catch it. You guys do find as you are walking, it does appear to be a passage into the underground that is clearly it was very clearly like part of a cellar system. It's close enough to other buildings to kind of indicate that, but it has been sort of gutted or else torn through, and is visible.
So it's a visible entrance that can no longer goes anywhere, basically.
If you wish to go that route, I'll show you that it actually yeah, it's just downwards stairs, so I'd have to move you somewhere else anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to be able to turn that door off in case I didn't want to use it anyway.
So sneakier or proper diplomatic?
I mean, I put that to a vote. It's
Well, I don't know. If you think you can try diplomacy, then the worst we can have is a fight. And if we go in there looking for a fight, we'll just have one immediately. Might as well try and talk, right?
yeah. I was gonna say I can try diplomacy. That doesn't mean that they want to try diplomacy, but we yeah. I agree. You're right. I think just on ahead. Use my keyboard. Okay, bunch of doors. I'm gonna check that side hallway.
Yeah, may as well just start.
All right.
Hey,
As you
okay. Oh, more doors. My dying
um
words.
yeah, as you are passing through this neighborhood of snow, more and more heaps of it obstruct more and more of these buildings, and you soon begin to kind of feel that you are walking above a like layer of probably 5, maybe 6, possibly even 10 feet in some places of heaped ice and snow. Um, uh, Torek, what was your passive perception? Kind of high, right?
I want to say 16.
Okay.
Correct. But I do have that. I don't think. I think it just lets me move at full speed, and still search for traps. Which, yeah.
Okay. All right, give me just one moment here. Okay. While you are climbing over a heap of snow to try to get a slightly clearer vantage point and look around for ways into the buildings that you are walking past, you feel tremors under your feet, and not the grand shaking of Ulrith itself, but something closer that is moving
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. Everybody, stop moving. Stop. Something's in the snow.
And from the snow bursts a creature with blue scales and chitin, kind of harried between its plating. Its entire chest is illuminated in bright red heat that as it comes out of the snow blasts both Torek and Godric pretty spectacularly. There's a rend as this thing pushes the two of you back a square just for space, and a sort of centipede-like burrowing creature. I know
Ooh.
we've all seen our good boy, the Remoraz.
Mm.
Um, this one,
Whoa!
however,
Holy shit!
in its maw has a bit and reins, and riding on its back, shielded by furs that it sort of drops now from its disguise, or from its shoulders, is a blue-skinned elven person, who is shouting in Draconic to stop moving, speaking in Draconic.
That's what I was saying. Everybody stop.
All right.
Hands up.
Hands up.
All right. Um,
My hands are not up. There is a halberd in my hands, but I am standing still.
okay. Are you menacing or defensive?
It is standing vertical. It is
Okay.
not like
That's fine. That's fine. You're not spearing the creature.
right.
Okay. All right. I guess I should ask: is
The
anyone acting in
hesitation.
an aggression? All right. Um. The elf from on top of the Remoraz shouts out in Draconic, um, "You are trespassing." And sort of waits to hear if any of you are understanding.
Oh, right. That, yeah. Ulvius, you can understand, right? Or does...
Do you need me to understand?
No. I didn't know if your spell was still up. Yeah, I will switch to Draconic. Uh, we are outsiders who have come here to explore and hopefully catalog the ruins of Ulurith. We meant no disrespect. We are searching for information to be used against the Lich Lord of this place.
There is a. You can see someone. You can see that this person is thinking about what you are saying, and if it sounds real enough to be true. And he shouts down to you, "Where do you come from?"
I just point up.
When you point up, what up do you point to?
I am pointing towards the desert, which I believe is actually. I guess I would point down since we're upside down.
You said you are coming to seek answers against the Lich Lord. Is that right?
Correct.
All right. He says, "What do you know of the masters of this place?"
He's asking me what we know about the masters of this place. They are asking. I don't know. We know we have found the compendium. We know that many of the Netherese are still here. What is that K name? I said it earlier. Kaisal still here. We saw his last entry only a few weeks ago. You don't look like one of the Shatterkai.
This person
That
spits
he's
into the
dealing
sand,
with.
into the snow.
Yeah. That answers that. We know that Prask. Did I get that name right? We know that the Mummy Lord is here, and his cultists have done a number on this place. Also, that other creatures have come to be trapped in Ulurith and unable to escape.
The many legs of the Rimmeraz shake as the whole body of it sort of slithers across the surface of the snow, and still looking down, and then speaking in a fractured common, this person says, "You have been trapped here too."
Correct. Yes. Yeah, I will switch to common.
And you know how to leave.
Look at everyone else. I don't think we do know how to leave, right? Yeah.
No.
I mean, we know that there are portals in Ulurith that will take us other places, but we have not found
Found
the
any.
we haven't found the control area.
This person, he thinks for a while before climbing down off of the Rimmeraz's back, and says in a quieter tone, "If you know there are ways to leave this place, then you must come with me and tell Meraxes."
Neuraxes. That's the lord whose domain we're trespassing in.
His glittering majesty. That is the spelling of the name for you.
Thank you.
hmm He has grown in comfort, sluggishness, because this place leaves him wanting for nothing except wealth. And there is none more to be had. I and my brother are in service to Meraxes. Owe him our lives. But we no longer wish to live in a place where you do not eat and hardly sleep. The dragon is accustomed to it, comforted, but it reeks of stagnation.
Sorry, what is your name so I know what to call you?
Hold on, I have it here. Oh, easy, there we go. Aaron.
And you're clearly not from here, and probably, I'm guessing, not from the Anarok above here. So how did you end up down here?
My brother and I were servants in the Winter Courts, and as may happen, portals opened. Fate of material plane to be vulnerable to strange occurrences. We both. He came after me. He is trapped here by my error.
What's your brother's name?
That is. Uh, oh, oh.
Looks like the
There
East
you go.
Coast internet monster got dug. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You say you serve the Winter Court?
By obligation. Welcome back.
Thanks. Computer issues.
Oh,
What do you think, y'all? Oh, because I'm Torek. This is Pekareva. Gestures to everyone else.
I'm Haza.
he sort of bows his head to you, Haza.
Blink.
Would you happen to know of? I don't know how often you leave your domain, I guess, but do you happen to know anything about the cult that's running the place, or the Shadarkai, or any of the goings on?
It has been thoughtful decision. My brother and I have avoided any other mad thing that runs in this place.
I guess that's wise. Although I'm sure we're going to be finding a mad thing or two if we look for an exit. I suppose that just means you've been saving your strength, right?
The knuckles gripping the reins of the Remoraz sort of twist. The animal's head is sort of pulled closer to him.
It's what now, Torek?
We decide if we want to go see this Meraxes.
Moraxes, the dragon.
I'm assuming Meraxes the Glistening is the dragon.
Aaron nods.
It sounds appropriately regal.
Mm-hmm.
And you say that Meraxes doesn't want to leave, right?
He shakes his head.
And you tire of it down here?
It feels of aging without the honor that comes with passing of memory and time.
I understand. Why not just free yourself? Is it an
We
arrangement?
we are bound to the dragon, after he saved us from the Charnel Lord.
Charnel Lord, what the hell is that?
A creature on the outer rings of the city. A mass of rubbish, foul refuse, swallows, chokes, suffocates.
The fuck?
You haven't bumped into it.
Would you say the name of this garbage monster again?
Yeah, Charnel Lord. I'd had to look up the pronunciation.
Remember when I almost named Oryx Charner and I was like, no, that sounds too much like Charnel.
Yeah.
Well, does
Mm.
anyone not want to meet Muraxis the Glistening?
Well, is our aim to get the both of you out of here and convince Meraxis that it is stagnation, aging without the honor? Or
He
are
he
you...
nods, and says, if Meraxes were to stay here, our oath would demand we stay as well, and we would. But
Is there
this is wrong for us and for him.
About how long ago did you get stuck down here? I mean, I know
His
time feels weird, but
his eyes
what
get
year was it?
misty. He does not have a recollection of time at all.
My condolences.
Long time.
is there any service that you think we would be able to provide to your lord that would in exchange he would give us your oath? In other words, you owe an oath to him, correct? But that means he is the owner of said oath.
I'm double checking you. You're asking if he has a pact with them.
Essentially, yeah. Like if they've sworn to him, then that means functionally he's the owner of said oath.
Yeah.
Or if it's held, if it's only a thing that they believe, because it's Fey weirdness. So
It's as real basically as they allow it to be real, and to them there's not a reality where it couldn't be real. And I know that's bullshit. I know
Yeah.
that's insanity, but I know you understand what I'm talking about.
yeah. So
Okay.
then the question is essentially, is there anything he would trade that for?
Oh,
Treating it like an object.
right. If there is one, Oren doesn't know it. He recalls that the very long time ago when he first arrived, most of the work being asked of him was to treasure hunt. And eventually that petered out into being a fruitless adventure.
Got it.
All right. Sounds like we're all amenable. Lead on.
He
In
clicks his.
Oh no, yeah, we can get walking.
Okay. He clicks his teeth and remounts the Remoraz that scurries over buildings and around and sort of leads you in the direction around this neighborhood to we'll just hello. we go.
While we're walking in the Rory's telepathic bond, I'm going to say to Torek, and this is why you don't make life oaths. They're dumb and stupid, and me, a person, does not like feeling like they have an object that they own. Does that make sense?
Mel, this is a party line.
Yeah,
Oh,
it feels like I shouldn't be listening into this.
Oh, I don't care. It was
Okay.
mostly just to not be insensitive to our, she just points at the Remoraz crawling around the building.
Oh my
No,
god.
yeah, and I mean, we all kind of know y'all's,
Yeah.
situation.
Yes.
So it's not like we've learned anything
It's
new.
just the heat you came at it with made me. I almost did like a mental gasp, which isn't a thing.
But didn't you feel that when
Godric
you
spends the rest of
were
this conversation trying to mentally gasp in the Roy's telepathic bond.
Roderick is such a
Everyone
golden
else can hear it, but
retriever?
you can't because you're just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
throughout the whole entire conversation? Godric, stop gasping. You're doing a very
Everybody
good
looks
job.
over and sees Godric like breathing heavily.
Yeah, like his chest is moving to
Just puffing.
So stupid.
Torek,
Let's take our 15 fucking minute break.
I do.
Aaron, the elven Remoraz Ranger. uh,
That went
Wait,
down
what?
smooth.
Rema Ranger.
nice.
Rema
Yes.
Ranger.
God.
Go
all right.
Rema
That sounds like a
Ranger.
Pokemon. Rimmer Ranger.
Leads you through some of this frozen territory of this buried neighborhood, until he takes you to what is definitely the dome that you had seen before, which is probably about 30, maybe 40 feet tall now that you're close to it, and is in fact a rounded ice sculpture that is glazed over with layers and layers of frost and snow so that it is opaque from the outside. But as you are approaching, you can see that there is like carved and also like formed, partially even melted areas of the sculpture that allow in some light, and the door, here we go, open, da-da. You are invited to enter, and I will allow you to move your tokens. um, the space is more round than what is demonstrated on the map, but is partially clear ice, and so you can see layers of buildings, rubble, and melted ice, and frozen like cold water running under the ground here. And then there is more hard packed snow regions of the dome. These four large shapes are in fact floor to ceiling pillars of fair size in this chamber. You see close to the chamber head is another elven gentleman who is blue skinned, like Aaron is. Um, they are going to go hang out together over here. And then wandering light-footedly on top of the snow is a very, very like pale-faced gentleman with coiffed, like silvery white hair, who is sort of calmly perusing the crystalline ice forms in his own in this own cavern, watching some of the light from outside filter in. He does not at all turn his attention to anyone as the Rimaraz has entered or any of you are approaching. Aaron calls in Draconic and states that the master has guests, but this still does not turn this person's attention. You may enter.
Then let's. Oop.
Functionally, this is a difference between stepping on ice and stepping on snow. Yeah, no.
Yes, yes. It's not gonna like knock any of you down at the moment.
Wouldn't even if it could because of my boots.
Oh, there you go. Haza takes confident strides across the ice.
Hell yeah, I got grippy shoes.
I'll just look at everybody, look at the person on the far side of the cavern. Should I? Someone want to? We should probably announce ourselves.
Go ahead, by all means.
Great Meraxes, we are. I am. Torek, preacher of the word of Asgaroth. This is Pakareva. These are the companions. These are our companions. Traveling group, coworkers, whatever you want to. What do we call each other?
Friends?
No, that's definitely not it.
Traveling companions, usually, right? coworkers.
And we do work
Eh.
together.
Ooh, lame. You're all lame. We're friends. Just say it.
It's his whole thing. He can't admit it. This is in the head.
We have come seeking information to use against the Archlich of this place. We have found our way to the compendium, and through the compendium, found of the presence of a great dragon that has become resident here. Okay.
So sorry, that sentence ended. I wasn't sure if that was the end or if you
Yeah,
had
that was
more.
the awkward end of the sentence.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just-
Apologies.
Just for clarification, what language are you speaking?
I would speak out in Draconic.
Which you can understand at this time.
Well,
right.
I can't, but if I hear he's speaking in Draconic, I will cast tongues. So
Okay. All right. At
also,
the
just to be
end-
clear, I am intentionally not in the room. Like I'm peeking in through the door.
Perfect. Okay. You know what? Effie is gonna stand right on top of you and just put her hands on your shoulders and look over you.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the people peering around doors like in a
Yeah.
cartoon.
Okay, the
gentleman
next
on
time
the
we do
far-
it, my head's going to be on top.
That's great. The gentleman across the chamber waits for you to finish your introduction, and he says, "Why would I want the master of this place to be destroyed? This is a perfect home. Ray walks in willingly, and I want for nothing. If I wish to dig, I may dig. If I wish to fly, I may. This place has offered me everything I could want in comfort."
In comfort, yes, but we represent we represent the interests of one who would return this place to a hub for travel, and such travelers would of course bring with them riches and offerings to the one who controls this place. They got to pay is really what I'm saying. Riches such as, and Torek will pull off the bucket hat to reveal he has what is this other thing I have? The golden torque, which we got from druids ages ago. Which I will hold out with 2 hands.
The other elf that you have not been formally introduced to, Anwen, will take it, and as soon as he has it in his hand, he melts into a flurry of snowflakes before reappearing in the same breath beside Meraxes. Offers the item to him.
Can't find the listing, but it's worth 1,500 gold, I think.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's very valuable.
Oh my god. Oh, Violet's heart just
Ringmaster
shattered.
gift. There it is. Yeah. Golden neck circlet. Oh, it's a neck circlet, so it would have been around my neck.
Right.
Pattern
Yeah,
of holly
it's like
leaves and berries.
open.
Yeah, denotes high rank and power within druidic orders. Worth 1,500 gold. It can be used to get advantage on animal handling or charisma checks against.
The piece is turned within his, between his fingers, with some delicacy. As you're even far away, his brilliant eyes, whenever they catch the light flare as white. And as he examines it, he rests it around his neck, feels it against his collarbone, and says, "You have purchased my attention."
Um, we, like I said, we represent someone who wants to return this place to glory, to a better and more useful city closer to its original splendor. Something that would surely, given your proximity here, given your claim to this place, be something worked out with you. Such guests would bring all kinds of riches and valuables to add to your hoard. In addition to everything that is here now. However, to do that, we would need to deal with the current lord of this place, who we suspect is a lich, an archlich from the stories we have heard, and that brings with it several complications.
Such as?
It's soul jar phylactery thing for one. A number
And
of the
you think that I know where that is?
thought if anyone here besides the Lich would know, surely a great dragon such as yourself would have the pulse of this city. After all, it is your hunting ground.
Make me a persuasion check. You will be granted advantage.
Smooth ass.
Yeah,
Fucking line.
now if only somebody who actually knew what they were doing about talking to people was the one doing this.
Hey,
Yeah, that's an
Ye-
inspiration we'll use.
time to start blowing through them.
I'm gonna give you mine that I earned.
Okay.
Oh, I realize we kind of been working under Draconic. I should clarify that he's been speaking in Common.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I forgot to clarify that because I was just reading tongues and just thinking, oh, it's fine. That's not how
Okay.
that spell works, and I know that. Apologies.
Thank you,
Yes.
Violet.
Oh God.
No problem, Ted.
But just so everyone's aware, everyone has been able to follow conversation.
Yeah,
Although I don't
got
think Torek said anything that would have been spoken over, so I think we're okay. He reflects and says, I have heard, at least, a place where the masters of this place like to convene. It is under the palace, in a place they call the Sanctuary of Light. I do not know why. When I last saw the Faxian boy, he was very nearly within my jaws. What he and I have now, I would dare say, amicable. But if you are offering greater than just comfort, you wish to aid in the growth of my collections, I am interested in seeing you little prey things run after each other. Whoever may remain at the end, I may bargain with.
Perhaps make it more entertaining for you. Would there be any way to get us to this palace? For we're very far away, and our prey legs only run so fast.
I could take you in exchange for one of you.
I think we'll have to find our own way, Mel. It's fine.
You have none among you are willing to part with for your gains, for your petty dealings, trades.
Ordinarily, I would be more than pleased to serve a mighty dragon such as yourself, but unfortunately, my existence is owed to Asgaroth, as is that of my companion here, and I will pat the weasel. I can't speak for anyone else, but we will need all of us to try to
Secure the
unseat the
claim for
current
you.
lord.
Yeah. It would be to your detriment if you took one of us away. So, I guess we're finding our own way.
Little prey things better run along, for I become bored.
Don't know how a weasel bows, but a weasel bows and we turn around.
As I'm going, can I like just very quickly like lean into like towards Aaron and say,
Mhm.
"I'm sorry we didn't get to your thing. Maybe if we talk again, we'll see to getting you out."
The stern expression sort of frozen on his face does crack as the brow furrows and his face pinches in disguised disappointment.
You're one smart man, Ulvius.
Oh, I thank you.
Is everyone else lingering for some reason?
No, I was already leaving. I'm just writing.
Yeah,
so I can
nope.
move my token.
All right, no problem. I'm just asking in case people are waiting for everyone else to leave.
Okay, so we headed back to the broken glass window.
Yeah. Man, that was disappointing.
What part?
Didn't even get to see a dragon. You know, that would have been cool.
Did you ask?
No. Why would I do that?
That probably would have been a little rude. Maybe.
Above table, we could always go back and kill it. Then you'll see it.
Yeah,
One
I
clean
mean,
shot to the dome, you'll see a dragon.
Yeah, one clean shot anywhere, I think.
But I don't know. It just seems like a dragon that's forgotten itself. Been down here too long.
Isn't that what they were saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't denying what they said. It's just it was disappointing to see. Like you can be told something's bad, but like you don't see it, you don't really get it, you know.
And also, it's kind of different when we go into a situation trying to maybe talk them out of the position when you realize how mad they actually are, and there's no real talking them out of the position they're in.
I mean, I got a pitch where we appeal to its vanity and arrogance, if you want to go that way.
What is it?
Simply that, to say, well, for something as powerful as you to limit yourself in this way.
There are
Don't-
much more
don't you
things out
want
there
more?
than there are in here. It's finite in here.
It's not, I guess, it's one of those gamble pitches where if it goes wrong, then I've insulted him, and therefore we have a problem.
Then you'd see a dragon.
We would see a dragon. And
We would
most
probably
likely
have to
slay
fight our
one.
friends.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
Well, Haza, I have an interesting idea about that, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we see our friend, I could always just fix the problem. Or if at least one of them, if they trust us enough, I can
What-
make it so technically they can't they're upholding their bond, but they're unable to attack us, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
If a fight starts, I can just shunt them back into the Feywilds for a while, or permanently, if they want, if I choose. Just an idea.
I mean, on that matter, I suppose we could just ask them to. Well, no. Their oath means they're going to try everything they can to not do that because they owe the dragon. So we wouldn't be able to negotiate with them to simply say, yes, let's send you away now. Wouldn't you
Hey,
rather
on
go?
that point, real quick, I would just like to point out that they did tell us that they served the Winter Court.
True. Yeah,
You will remember that that was high on the list of names that
I know.
yeah.
But, you know, a favor from the enemy camp is not. It's never a bad thing.
Nope. That's very true.
Maybe they know things
Yeah.
already. I mean, they've been down here a while, but
The problem is asking anything is playing our hand.
That's why I asked how long if they knew how long they'd been down here, but
Yeah.
they didn't. So
On the matter of the dragon, though, we're agreed we don't want me to goad it to try to get it to.
I'm amenable to that, honestly. We are all rested. If we have
Yeah,
a
but
chance at slaying a dragon, it'd be now.
this is going to be one where if a single person says no, I'm not going to, because fighting a
Oh,
dragon
absolutely.
feels like a very separate thing than our normal, especially
Fair.
toward with deference to your.
What do we gain by fighting the dragon?
I'm not really sure there either.
Well, there'd be nothing to gain by fighting the dragon, and some to gain by goading the dragon into helping us. The downside, fighting the dragon would just be what happens when that fails. It wouldn't be the goal.
Yeah. The only thing that we would gain, I suppose, from fighting the dragon is its horde and the freedom of the
What's that you say now?
Fae,
Oh. It does. Well, the one thing it doesn't have apparently is that much more treasure. We don't know how much treasure it currently has.
But I guess it has
Understanding is
treasure.
it has basically everything. That's the thing, is it's run out of things to
Yeah,
find.
it's run out of things to get.
Yeah.
So Ulvius is back on board on account of treasure.
Murder?
Sorry, horde.
Murder?
Right.
Uh,
But again, the case would be I go in and I try to play to an arrogant, superior being's sensibilities,
and try and get it to leave.
or to simply say that assisting us would, if we are successful or unsuccessful, would potentially tip the balance of power in a way that allows it to expand its hunting grounds. If we win, well, we'll talk about what happens next. Because it's not gonna. But if we lose, potentially we take down. I disrupt the balance of power enough for it to expand. Take more.
I mean, the second more future question is, won't we have to clear it out before Undexius gets, or sorry,
Lauxius.
Loxius, sorry, ES names.
Probably.
Loxius gets here, because if this thing runs it, Loxius ain't gonna be happy.
There's a lot of city. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah,
city.
I don't. It doesn't feel like it is feasible for us to clear literally everything here, including, I might add, the thing that almost, I don't know, the horrible plant monsters that are over in their own domain. It is going to be true that when the Lich dies, things in here will get severely unstable, as far as the balance of power goes. A lot of different things that are intelligent enough to know better are going to try their hand at taking more space. As far as this place being habitable for people like Loxius, good luck, I guess.
Yeah, the more time I
Because,
spend down here, the more I think that plan is harebrained. But
I mean, half the things left here are insane or have, I don't know, lapsed into malaise, like the dragon back there.
And I expect he would send in a lot more expeditions like ours to clear the place before he actually
Presumably.
tried to use it. So
True. And if something, it's a question of if anything else claimed this place, right? If any of the other denizens of this place, got a hold of it, could they do better a job? In this case, worse for everyone else, but a more functional job than the Lich can. Utilize this place better, cause more harm.
I mean, I don't think so, because again, like you said, most things that stay here end up catching the malaise or going mad, so cogent thought that leads to planning and scheming doesn't seem very likely.
Were you suggesting we leave the Lich in place because they're running it in the most efficient manner?
Oh God, no.
God, no. That's
All right.
heretical.
Well,
In fact,
right.
it running it efficiently is sort of against what we want. We want an ineffectual ruler, easily
Yeah,
deposed by the next us.
basically, the only thing we want is this thing to still be upside down by the time we leave.
Back
Everything
to
else
the
can go to hell.
original point. If we want the dragon's help, again, I can try to play to its perceived, what I perceive to be its arrogance. And we can see if that works. If the value of its help is worth the risk.
I mean, the worst that can happen is treasure.
No, the worst that can happen is we die because it's a fucking dragon. So what's everyone think? We are not out of leads. We do know we can go through that window, so we're not, up against the wall yet. We can revisit this later.
That's my thought.
Yeah, let's go
We
through
do
that
know that
window.
there's a bunch of stuff in that dragon's hoard, but as enticing as that might be, that also means that there's a bunch of stuff in that hoard that it knows how to use.
Oh
got-
shit!
3 separate things that'll fight for it. I mean, you might be able to banish the 2, but that thing that
Yeah.
Aruan is riding, that Remoraz is still there. You saw how quickly it burrowed through the snow when we were out in the village. I don't think he's going anywhere, unless we think the items in there are gonna turn the tide, make a huge difference for us now. I don't think he's going anywhere. We can come back. And in fact, he's sort of expecting us to come back if we win.
True. Honestly, I'm inclined to agree with Torque here. And Ulvius. We're not
Although-
up against the wall, so we don't have to act like it yet.
Right. We should keep in mind that he might have one or more than one of the keys to the seal in his hoard. But that's just something to keep in mind. They still might be out there.
That is true. It is a possibility.
But let's go through that window. Just D&D things.
All right. I'll walk you back that way. Whee! That's fun that it decided to go down too. All right. Here we go. Back through your tunnel of horrors and back into a more palatable temperature. You are back within the conservatory of the temple with a broken window and it's framed wooden planks all around, scattered around as well.
Is that over here on this side?
The window is the south side. That I'm
Ah.
trying to ping. There we go. Godric has climbed through.
I'll
Godric,
climb
you
myself.
can.
That
Oh,
looks
did
like...
you? Godric, you can see, and as the rest of you are filtering out, to the right there is some hovel and built up structure out of rubble. And then to the south is that wet miasma that Godric had kind of noted earlier.
think we saved the best for last. We'll see what the wetness is after we look at the hovels.
Yeah,
Get to
that's
investigate the funk afterwards.
I will stay right next to Mel the whole time while I write in my journal.
As you are getting closer, you hear the sounds of people talking. I don't have walls in this section because I wanted to demonstrate. You can see these 4 buildings, and the walls are not important, but these structures are in fact like cobbled hovels from pieces of the stone walls that have come down and structures that at one time were standing and have been made into kind of A-frame lean-tos in a few different places. But you don't see anybody yet. Everyone would be out of eye line where you are.
Think anybody's
we-
home?
I mean, it sounds like it.
Oh, Ulvius. Were
Mhm.
you meant to? Were you trying to follow everybody else?
Yeah, I got distracted. I saw something shiny, and so I'm probably just roaming around.
Okay,
Where'd you
all
guys
right.
go?
You are wandering around. All right.
Oh my god.
The ground beneath you is becoming soft and fleshy
Mhm.
under the stones. And every once in a while, when you look down at the ground, between the cracks in the stones, in what you think would be dirt or grout, there appears to be something kind of wet, red, and fleshy, and an eyeball blinks at you and then closes and then vanishes.
Eggs, look out! That's super gross.
Wait.
It's stretching. The further you go into this like quarter of the city, more of this material sort of pushing up and out and through the stone and onto buildings and kind of coating everything the way dust and cobwebs does, but
Mhm.
just sort of slowly eating the walls.
Yeah, I think maybe we should get out of here, Inks. It's super gross and super creaky. Hey, what did you guys do about all that fleshy stuff? I'll stay through the telepathic bond.
Wait, where the fuck are you?
What in the 9 do you mean, fleshy stuff?
We went fucking what? We
We
went through
climbed
the
out that.
window and then we went down. We haven't even gotten down one hallway. Where did you go?
Oh, we just climbed out the window and went straight down that alley.
Oh,
You went
there.
straight? Fuck.
Oh, you guys
I
are
need
still up by the window?
Fuck.
Inks and Ulvius. I need the both of you to make wisdom saving throws. Actually, sorry, these would be intelligence saving throws.
We need that from you, there, lover.
Okay, yes.
Hey,
Ooh, you're
wait, no,
welcome.
I
Yeah.
forgot.
Hold on, let me check the DC. Okay. The both of you save, and while you are speaking over the telepathic bond, the like fleshy substance in the earth sort of tenses in a way that like affects the air. The both of you hear feels like just kind of this bang within your skulls. Not sharp, not loud, just kind of intense and rattling. Um, and the both of you are going to take 5 points of psychic damage. And as you are looking around and down, you see some of this like fleshy material is crawling up onto your feet, onto your boots, and to your pant legs.
can we get away from it by running further in this direction, or is it just sort of everywhere at this point?
Over here there is some clean space. Yeah.
Yeah, well, back up. Boy, big bunch of it over there.
Yeah, that is sort of a very large mound that is partially swallowing a corner of a building. You can see the interior of it that is kind of rotted through, but this fleshy mound, its eyes are popping out every once in a while and blinking and sparking in a odd way that the both of you kind of recognize the beholder statue that you had seen ages ago. When it fired rays, its eyes kind of gave a weird glint before something occurred.
Oh boy. Run back to the
Now
window,
what?
Inks?
Yeah. Do you want me to go first, or do you want me to follow you?
You see Ulvius is about to answer the question, then it's like, wait, hold on. So I go first, or you follow? I see what you did there.
I just don't want to leave you behind.
Yeah. The two of you in that
Yeah.
moment hear something within your skull speak. Please don't run away. Turn back, please. Come back.
This is a private conversation, private line.
Do we hear that in the Rorys?
You don't. Only these two do.
No thanks. This thing's creepy. Yeah, I'm gonna try and book it to where it's clear up north.
All right. You begin moving, and what is your passive perception score?
Oh, I'm sure, like 11.
11. Yeah, 14. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. The both of you hear between the sounds of like the pulsing flesh under your feet that now feels a little more omnipresent. You hear something that is actively slithering on the stones and getting closer, coming from this direction. As you are running, you'll get to about here. You can feel the kind of like tension and difficulty in the sprint through this fleshy substance, and see as you are headed back around the corner a serpentine body with tentacles around its face, no eyes, but a sharp and barbed beak that is hissing and then shrieking, which all of your companions can hear in the distance. And with the shriek of that creature, the speaking coming from the encampment that Mel and Godric were approaching, the speaking stops. And then someone shouts an order, and then people begin to sprint. We are going to roll into initiative, but this is going to be kind of, I think, a complicated thing, so we're going to have to do it next time.
Okay. I
You wanna
love
stick me
getting
next to
6 on
Mel,
initiative.
wherever Mel is.
Yeah, I'm up here by the
I was
thing.
lagging.
I'm gonna
Ted was writing.
I'm gonna spend an inspiration to re-roll that initiative. That's garbage.
No problem.
It's a good thing we're doing this
Oh.
next week, or in 2 weeks, because my rolls are shit tonight.
Let's see.
Yeah, me
You rolled
too.
another nat 1, Inks?
Yeah.
Okay. When that happens, as you are beginning to preparing to defend yourself or grab Ulvius and run, you feel something grab your leg and yank and twist. You take another 3 points of damage.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so nuts, I just know it.
Wait a minute. You nat one and took 3 points of damage. Twice. That's something bad has happened. You got a curse.
I think that's a I think oh shit.
I'm not gonna say in case I don't know. I don't know. I think I might know what it is, but I'm not gonna.
Hey Ted,
Yo.
don't roll nat ones, please.
You are speaking to the very wrong person.
Well, this is
That one
a
take 3
formal-
damage. I've got 80 health, so I get about 10 rolls before I die.
You got this. I believe in you.
Whoa.
Damn it, this fucking pencil.
How are we all feeling about the progress we made?
The
Good
friends we
session.
made along the
It was
way.
good.
Yeah.
I wish that I want to fight a dragon, but I don't have a good enough reason to yet.
Don't you worry, Maggie. We'll find a reason.
I know
Hey,
we will.
see, like, it might be holding one of the keys to the seals. We're definitely gonna have
Yeah.
to fight it. We're definitely gonna have to fight it. 3000%. And good news, you have to fight that creepy centipede thing too. Rizmaraz. Razmataz?
A razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz.
Give
Look.
him the old razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
Rimmer.